Hello YouTube, welcome to my Nintendo 3DS review. I got this on launch day and have had some time to play around with it, and I've had lots of fun. So, I'll start off with the physical body of the device. Um, it has a shiny look to it on the outside and inside of the device. So you'll see fingerprints in this area, and on the top. Most notably this area. And it's also highly reflective, so it may get annoying to play when you're trying to see the screen in a place where there's a lot of light and you're seeing a reflection. So, the two cameras are here for taking 3D photos. On the side, you have your volume slider, like the DS Lite. It's a smaller slider, and I found it hard to control since it was small. I had a hard time trying to find it over here, and then I turn it all the way up on accident. So there's also the SD card slot, which is compact. The headphone jack is here in the middle. I think they put it that way so that the cord wouldn't get in the way when you're playing, instead of it being here like it was on other devices, but it causes another small issue. Like say if you were listening to music, let me plug this in. It would be hard to put it in your pocket because you would also have to put this part into your pocket if you try to put it in all the way, and that makes it more harder to put in. So I don't know, they picked games over music, which I guess that's fine. You can't control the music you're playing while it's closed anyway, so I guess that's fine. You have the power and the charge lights. On the side here you have your wireless switch. This is useful and a good addition since there's Street Pass and Spot Pass features on here, and if you don't want them on and you don't want to use up your battery, you can just switch it off like this. So that's good. On the back you have your L and R buttons, which I thought were kind of small since I had a DS Lite. Let's see, where is my DS Lite? I don't know where it is right now, but oh, here it is. Here's my red one. You see the L and R buttons, and they're significantly different in size, so I wasn't used to this, but they have a good click, and they're nice to use, and you don't really use L and R buttons that much anyway. So, there's the slot, the charger, the sensor, and the stylus placement is bad, but it extends, has a good feel to it, and I like this stylus. It's cool, and it's shiny and silvery like too, so that's good. Also to say about this particular 3DS is that it's color aqua blue. If you are looking at the DS in a very sunny area, it's not going to look aqua blue. It's going to look more of a teal than an aqua blue. But if you're in a more darker area, you'll look at it and it'll look a nice aqua blue. And I wish it was aqua blue, but it sometimes looks more of a greenish blue, which is kind of saddening. Okay, and now for the inside. You have your X, Y, A, and B buttons, which feel good. Same with the control pad down here. It may bother some since it's not up here anymore while playing DS games, but it feels good. The circle pad is sensitive and accurate, has a rubbery feel, and is a great addition to the 3DS. The select, home, and start buttons are down here. They're not the easiest buttons to press, and they're flat, but their placement is good and they're convenient. And the home button is great. The bottom touch screen is down here. It's the smallest touch screen out of all the touch screens so far. And I'm not sure what the purpose was for all this bordering around here. They could have added at least a couple millimeters, but it's not that big of a deal. Power button's here, so you won't accidentally turn on the device when it's closed. On the top you have your camera, if you can see it. Your sliders here, a convenient place because I use it a lot. And on the sides of this wide screen, which looks really good, I'll talk about that in a moment, are the speakers, and I found those to be not that loud, so you may be using the headphone jack when you're in noisy places like on a bus or something. One thing that I thought that would have been a nice addition to the 3DS would have been another viewing angle. I know there's this set viewing angle and this kind of flat look, but it would have been nice to have it like this, because one of the features on the Nintendo 3DS is it has a motion sensor. And I got the 3DS game on with my 3DS Super Monkey Ball, and one of its ways of playing is motion controls, and so you would move the monkey ball left and right and move it forward and back. And when you're moving it forward, it's kind of hard to see what's going on the top screen since you're tilting it forward. So you can't really see what your character's doing, but all you know is that you're going forward. So if it was set like this, you could see what you're doing when you're playing. I could have it like this, but it eventually falls back, and so it would have been cool if they had it like this. A second reason that I thought it would have been good to have a viewing angle like this is the 3DS has a touchscreen, but it also has a 3DS screen, so how would you use both? I thought that since the 3D on here is very sensitive, when you're going to try to touch and do actions on the 3DS while the 3D's on, you're going to tilt it, and the 3D is not going to look directly at you, so it's not going to work. It's going to flicker and stuff. So, I'm not sure how that's going to work. Maybe there's not going to be ever games that will have 3D and using the touchscreen at the same time. So, if it was kind of on a flat surface and it had a good tilting point, you could use the touchscreen and maybe possibly see the 3D too. Maybe this viewing angle might help a little bit. And so that's for what I have to say about the hardware. And so now I'm going to talk about the included features next. For the body of this, I rate this a 7. And so now it's time next for the features of the Nintendo 3DS.